"Daddy, why does she hate me?" my disabled daughter cried. Karen, the HOA president, just kicked her off the school bus and called her defective. My 7-year-old's tears broke my heart. Karen didn't know I'm a Navy SEAL. She was about to learn you never mess with a warrior's child. Before watching full story, comment below from where you watching. Also like and subscribe for more stories. My daughter Lily is 7 years old. She has beautiful blonde hair and blue eyes like her mother. She loves butterflies, pink flowers, and drawing pictures of our family. Lily also has cerebral palsy. She cannot walk without her leg braces. She uses a wheelchair sometimes when her legs get tired. Her left hand shakes a little when she tries to write. But Lily is the bravest person I know. My name is Jake Morrison. I am a Navy SEAL. I served 3 tours in Afghanistan. I jumped from planes. I swam through enemy waters. I fought in the darkest places on earth. But nothing in my military career prepared me for the battle I would face at home. Nothing prepared me for Karen Walsh, the HOA president who decided my disabled daughter was too much trouble for our neighborhood school bus. Every morning at 7:15 a.m., the yellow school bus stops at our corner. Lily waits there with her backpack and her bright smile. The bus driver, Mr. Henry, is a kind old man. He helps Lily up the steps. He makes sure her backpack does not fall. He always says, "Good morning, sunshine." Lily loves school. She loves her teacher, Mrs. Anderson. She loves reading books and painting pictures. School makes her feel normal. Like she is just another kid. My wife died 3 years ago. Cancer took her from us. Since then, it has been just me and Lily. I left active duty to raise my daughter. Now I work as a private security consultant from home. Every morning, I walk Lily to the bus stop. I watch the bus drive away. Then I go home and start my work. But 2 weeks ago, everything changed. Karen Walsh moved into our neighborhood. She became the HOA president immediately. She had money. She had connections. She had opinions about everything. And she had a problem with my daughter. It started with a letter. A certified letter from the HOA. "Dear Mr. Morrison, it has come to our attention that your daughter requires special accommodations at the bus stop. The bus stop is HOA property. Special needs children slow down the bus schedule and create liability issues. We request that you make alternative transportation arrangements for your daughter. Regards, Karen Walsh, HOA president." I read that letter 3 times. My hands shook. Not from fear. From rage. I called the HOA office immediately. Karen answered. "This is Jake Morrison. I received your letter about my daughter." "Oh yes, Mr. Morrison." Karen's voice was sweet like poison. "I'm sure you understand our concerns." "No, I don't understand. My daughter has every right to ride that bus." "Mr. Morrison, your daughter takes extra time to board. She holds up the other children. Several parents have complained." "Which parents?" "Give me their names." "That's confidential information. My daughter is 7 years old. She has cerebral palsy. The Americans with Disabilities Act protects her right to use public transportation. This is not public transportation. This is a private neighborhood service. And as HOA president, I have the authority to. You have the authority to do nothing to my daughter. She will continue riding that bus. If you interfere, I will sue you personally and bury you in legal fees." I hung up. My heart was pounding. I thought that was the end of it. I was wrong. 1 week later, I walked Lily to the bus stop like always. It was a Tuesday morning. The sun was shining. Lily was excited because they were going to have art class. "Daddy, I'm going to paint a butterfly today," she said, her voice full of joy. "That sounds beautiful, sweetheart." We reached the corner at 7:10 a.m. 5 minutes early like always. 3 other children were already there with their parents. The bus arrived at 7:15 a.m. exactly. The doors opened. Mr. Henry smiled at the children. "Good morning, everyone." The other children climbed on board. Then it was Lily's turn. I helped her to the first step. Mr. Henry reached down to help her. Lily was climbing slowly, carefully, her leg braces clicking with each step. Then Karen Walsh appeared from nowhere. She stepped in front of the bus. She held up her hand. "Stop," Karen shouted. Mr. Henry looked confused. "Ma'am, please step away from the bus. This child cannot ride this bus." Karen pointed at Lily. My blood ran cold. "Excuse me? Your daughter is not authorized to use this bus service anymore. I sent you a letter. That letter has no legal authority. Move aside. I am the HOA president. I make the rules." Lily was standing on the first step of the bus. She was shaking. Tears filled her eyes. "Daddy? Why is the mean lady yelling?" It's okay, baby. Keep climbing. Karen grabbed Lily's arm. You need to get off this bus right now. That was her mistake. Her fatal mistake. I moved faster than Karen could see. My Navy SEAL training took over. I grabbed Karen's wrist and twisted it away from my daughter. You never touch my child. My voice was quiet, deadly. Karen stumbled backward. He assaulted me. Everyone saw it. He attacked me. I stopped you from grabbing a disabled child, I said coldly. Big difference. Mr. Henry spoke up. Ma'am, I saw everything. You grabbed the little girl first. I'm calling my supervisor. Call whoever you want. Karen screamed. This girl is off this bus. Permanently. Then Karen did something I will never forgive. She looked at Lily with pure disgust. Look at you. You can barely walk. You're slowing down normal children. You don't belong here. You belong in a special school with other people like you. Lily started crying. Daddy? I'm sorry I'm slow. I'm sorry. My heart shattered into a million pieces. The other parents at the bus stop gasped. One mother covered her mouth in horror. Karen, that's terrible. Mrs. Peterson from across the street said. She's just a child. A defective child, Karen said coldly. And I will not have her disrupting our neighborhood standards. That word. Defective. I saw red. Pure rage filled my body. Every muscle in my body wanted to destroy this woman. But I controlled myself. Because Lily was watching. I couldn't let her see her father lose control. Lily, baby, go back to the car, I said quietly. But Daddy, I need to go to school. I'll drive you to school today. Go to the car. Now. Lily climbed down from the bus. She was crying. Her legs were shaking. She dropped her backpack. I picked it up and carried it for her. I walked her back to our car. I buckled her in. Her face was red from crying. Daddy, am I defective? Those words broke me. No, baby. You are perfect. You are brave and strong and beautiful. Then why does that lady hate me? Because she has a sick heart. Some people are broken inside. Can we fix her? No, sweetheart. But I can make sure she never hurts you again. I drove Lily to school. I walked her to her classroom. Mrs. Anderson saw Lily's red eyes. Lily? Are you okay, honey? Lily told her what happened. Mrs. Anderson's face went pale with anger. That's horrible. That's illegal. Lily, you are perfect just the way you are. But the damage was done. My daughter thought she was broken. She thought she was too slow. She thought she was a problem. Karen Walsh did that. And Karen Walsh would pay. I went home and made phone calls. Lots of phone calls. First, I called the school district. I filed a formal complaint. They told me Karen had no authority to ban Lily from the bus. The bus service was run by the school district, not the HOA. Second, I called a lawyer. A good one. He specialized in disability discrimination cases. Mr. Morrison, you have a strong case. The Americans with Disabilities Act is very clear. Your daughter has protection under federal law. I don't just want to win a case. I want Karen Walsh destroyed. We can make that happen. Third, I called some of my Navy SEAL buddies. Not for violence. For information. Jake, what do you need? My friend Marcus asked. I need everything on a woman named Karen Walsh. Background check. Financial history. Criminal record. Everything. You got it, brother. Give me 48 hours. I was not looking for revenge. I was looking for justice. But if Karen thought she could bully my disabled daughter, she had no idea who she was dealing with. Marcus called me back 2 days later. Jake, you need to sit down for this. I'm listening. Karen Walsh. Age 54. Divorced 3 times. Filed for bankruptcy twice. She's drowning in debt, credit cards, personal loans, the works. How is she living in our expensive neighborhood? That's the interesting part. Her house is mortgaged to the max. She's behind on payments. She's about to lose everything. So why does she care about HOA rules? Because she's trying to increase property values. She's planning to sell her house. She needs every dollar she can get. And she thinks families with disabled kids lower property values. My jaw clenched. She's attacking my daughter over money? Gets worse, Jake. I found old court records. Karen had a daughter. 20 years ago. The daughter had Down syndrome. Karen put her in a state institution when she was 8 years old. She abandoned her own disabled child. I felt sick. Where is the daughter now? She died in that institution 5 years ago. Neglect. Karen never visited her. Not once in 12 years. Now I understood. Karen hated my daughter because Lily reminded her of her own failures. Karen abandoned her disabled child. And she couldn't stand watching me love mine. There's more, Marcus said. Karen has been pushing other families out of the neighborhood too. 3 families with special needs kids moved out in the last year. She made their lives hell until they left. Not this time, I said. I'm not going anywhere. What do you need from me? I need you to be ready. Karen won't stop. And when she makes her next move, I'll need backup. You got it, brother? 1 week later, Karen made her next move. And it was worse than I imagined. I received a call from Lily's school. The principal wanted to see me immediately. I arrived at the school 20 minutes later. Principal Davis looked uncomfortable. Mr. Morrison, please sit down. What's wrong? Is Lily okay? Lily is fine. But we received a complaint. From Karen Walsh. My fists clenched. What kind of complaint? She claims you're an unfit parent. She says Lily is neglected. She says Lily comes to school dirty and unfed. She says you're abusive. What? She filed a report with Child Protective Services. They're investigating. I could not breathe. That's a lie. Complete lie. Lily is clean, fed, and loved every single day. I know, Mr. Morrison. I've seen how you care for Lily. This complaint is clearly false. But CPS has to investigate every report. Karen is weaponizing the system because I wouldn't let her bully my daughter. I believe you. And I'll tell CPS the same thing. Lily is one of our happiest, healthiest students. But you need to prepare for a home visit. I drove home in a daze. Karen was trying to take my daughter from me. She was using lies and the government to destroy my family. But she picked the wrong father to mess with. 2 days later, a CPS caseworker came to our home. Her name was Ms. Rodriguez. She was professional but thorough. She inspected every room. She checked the refrigerator. She looked at Lily's bedroom. She interviewed Lily privately. Lily, does your daddy ever hurt you? No. Daddy loves me. He helps me with everything. Does he feed you every day? Yes. He makes the best pancakes. And he always cuts my food so I can eat it easier. Are you happy at home? Very happy. Daddy reads me stories every night. He helps me with my leg braces. He tells me I'm brave. Ms. Rodriguez interviewed me next. Mr. Morrison, these allegations are serious. They're also false. Karen Walsh is harassing my family because my daughter is disabled. Can you prove that? I showed her everything. The HOA letters. Witness statements from the bus stop incident. Text messages from other parents. Medical records showing Lily's excellent care. Ms. Rodriguez looked through everything carefully. Then she sighed. Mr. Morrison, it's clear these allegations are unfounded. Your daughter is well cared for and loved. I'm closing this case. What happens to Karen for filing false reports? Filing a false CPS report is a crime. I'll be forwarding this to the police and the district attorney. Good. But I was not satisfied. Karen tried to take my daughter from me. That required a response. I requested an emergency HOA meeting. Every homeowner in the neighborhood received a notice. The meeting was mandatory. Karen tried to block it. But HOA bylaws gave any homeowner the right to call for a meeting. She could not stop it. The night of the meeting, our community center was packed. Over 50 families showed up. Everyone wanted to know what was happening. Karen sat at the front table with her fake smile. Let's keep this brief. Mr. Morrison has some concerns. I have more than concerns, I interrupted. I have evidence of harassment, discrimination, and abuse of power. I connected my laptop to the projector. I showed everyone everything. The letter trying to ban Lily from the bus. Security footage from the bus stop showing Karen grabbing Lily's arm. The false CPS report. Testimony from 3 other families Karen pushed out of the neighborhood. The room went silent. Then angry murmurs started. She grabbed a disabled child? She filed false abuse reports? She's been doing this to multiple families? Karen's face turned red. These are lies. This man is. I have 17 witnesses, I said calmly. I have video evidence. I have court records. Would you like me to continue? An older man in the back stood up. I moved to remove Karen Walsh as HOA president immediately. I second that motion, Mrs. Peterson said. You can't do this. Karen shouted. I have rights. So does my daughter, I said quietly. But you tried to take those away. The vote was unanimous. Karen was removed as HOA president. The board voted to dissolve half the HOA restrictions. No more power-hungry tyrants controlling our neighborhood. But I was not done. My lawyer filed a federal lawsuit. Discrimination under the Americans with Disabilities Act. Intentional infliction of emotional distress. Filing false government reports. Karen's lawyers tried to fight it, but the evidence was overwhelming. The school district also filed charges. Karen had impersonated an official and tried to ban a student from school transportation. The district attorney filed criminal charges for filing a false CPS report. That alone carried up to a year in jail. Everything came crashing down on Karen at once. Her court date arrived. I sat in that courtroom with Lily beside me. My daughter needed to see justice happen. The judge reviewed the evidence. Then he looked at Karen with pure disgust. Ms. Walsh, you targeted a disabled 7-year-old child. You grabbed her. You called her defective. You tried to ban her from school. You filed false abuse reports. What do you have to say for yourself? Karen tried to cry. Fake tears. I was just trying to maintain neighborhood standards. Neighborhood standards? The judge's voice rose. You think excluding disabled children is a standard? Property values? Property values do not give you the right to discriminate against children. The Americans with Disabilities Act exists for this exact reason. The judge ruled in our favor on every count. Karen was ordered to pay $500,000 in damages. She was sentenced to 1 year in county jail for the false CPS report. She was permanently banned from serving on any HOA board. She lost everything. Her house went into foreclosure. Her reputation was destroyed. Her freedom was gone. But I still was not satisfied. A local news station contacted me. They wanted to do a story about HOA bullying and disability discrimination. I agreed. But only if Lily could speak too. The interview aired during prime time. Millions of people watched. The reporter asked Lily, "How did it feel when that lady called you defective?" Lily's lip trembled. But she was brave. It hurt my heart. I thought something was wrong with me. I cried a lot. What do you want people to know? I want people to know that kids like me are not broken. We just need a little extra help sometimes. And that's okay. The reporter turned to me. Mr. Morrison, you're a decorated Navy SEAL. How did you stay calm during this situation? I didn't stay calm. I was furious. But I couldn't let anger control me. I had to be smart. I had to use the law. I had to show my daughter that justice exists. What message do you have for other parents dealing with discrimination? Fight. Document everything. Get lawyers. Don't let bullies win. Our children are watching. Show them that good people fight for what's right. The interview went viral. Karen's face was shown on national television. Her crimes were exposed to the world. She received death threats. Hate mail. She was publicly shamed everywhere she went. I did not encourage any of it. But I did not stop it either. The day Karen went to jail, I brought Lily to watch. Daddy, do we have to go? Lily asked. Yes, baby. You need to see that bad people face consequences. We sat in the courtroom gallery. Karen was led in wearing an orange jumpsuit and handcuffs. She looked terrible. Like she aged 10 years and 2 months. The judge spoke. Ms. Walsh, you have been found guilty of filing false reports, criminal harassment, and discrimination. Do you have anything to say before sentencing? Karen looked at me. Then at Lily. For the first time, I saw something in her eyes. Maybe regret. Maybe fear. I'm sorry, Karen whispered. Sorry? The judge shook his head. You're sorry you got caught. You showed no remorse until you faced jail time. This court sentences you to 1 year in county jail. No early release. You will serve every single day. The bailiff led Karen away. She was crying now. Real tears. Lily tugged my sleeve. Daddy, why is she crying? Because she finally understands what she did was wrong. Do you feel happy she's going to jail? I thought about that question carefully. No, baby. I don't feel happy. I feel satisfied. Justice happened. You're safe now. Will there be other Karens in the world? Yes, sweetheart. There will always be mean people. But there will also always be people like us who fight back. Life slowly returned to normal. Lily rode the school bus every day. Mr. Henry always greeted her with a smile. The neighborhood changed. New families moved in. Families with disabled kids felt safe now. The HOA became supportive instead of hostile. Mrs. Chin moved in next door. Her son Tommy has autism. She cried when I welcomed them to the neighborhood. I was so scared to move here after what I heard about this area, she said. That's over now, I told her. This is a safe place for all children. Lily and Tommy became friends. They played together every afternoon. Lily helped Tommy when he got overwhelmed. Tommy helped Lily when she dropped things. They were beautiful together. Lily's confidence returned. She still had hard days. Days when her legs hurt. Days when kids at school stared at her braces. But she was stronger now. She knew she had value. She knew she was loved. She knew people would fight for her. 6 months into Karen's jail sentence, I received a letter. It was from Karen. I almost threw it away. But something made me open it. Dear Mr. Morrison, I know you hate me. You have every right to hate me. What I did to Lily was unforgivable. I'm writing this from jail. I have a lot of time to think here. About my choices. About my life. About my daughter. I had a daughter with Down syndrome. Her name was Michelle. I gave her away when she was 8 years old. I couldn't handle it. I was ashamed. I wanted a normal life. Michelle died 5 years ago. Alone in an institution. I never visited her. Not once. When I saw you with Lily, I felt rage. Not at you. At myself. You were the father I should have been. You loved your disabled daughter. I abandoned mine. I tried to hurt Lily because she reminded me of my failure. She reminded me that I am a monster. I don't expect forgiveness. I don't deserve it. I just want you to know that you are a good father. Lily is lucky to have you. I hope she grows up happy. I hope she never becomes like me. I'm sorry. Karen Walsh. I read that letter 3 times. I felt nothing. No anger. No satisfaction. Just sadness. Karen was a broken person who broke other people. But maybe, in jail, she was finally becoming human. I showed the letter to my therapist. Should I respond? Do you want to? Part of me does. Part of me wants to tell her she can heal. But another part of me thinks she doesn't deserve my words. What does Lily think? I had not shown Lily the letter. She was only 7. But I asked her a different question. Lily, if someone hurt you and then said sorry, would you forgive them? Lily thought carefully. It depends. Are they really sorry? Or just sorry they got in trouble? What if they're really sorry? Then maybe. But sorry doesn't fix everything. They still have to face consequences. My 7-year-old daughter understood justice better than most adults. I never responded to Karen's letter. She needed to sit with her guilt. That was her consequence. Karen was released from jail after serving her full sentence. I heard she moved to another state. Started over. Got a job at a grocery store. She lost everything. Her money. Her status. Her power. Her reputation. Some people said I destroyed her life. They said I went too far. But I disagree. Karen destroyed her own life. I just made sure she faced consequences. Lily is 8 years old now. She's thriving. Her reading level is above her grade. She won the school art contest. She has friends who love her. She still uses her leg braces. She still needs help sometimes. But she never apologizes for it anymore. Last week, a new family moved into Karen's old house. They have a son with muscular dystrophy. He uses a wheelchair. I welcomed them to the neighborhood. You're safe here, I told them. We protect our own. The mother cried. Thank you. You have no idea what that means. But I did know. Because I fought to make this neighborhood safe. People ask me what I learned from all this. They ask if it was worth the fight. Yes. 1,000 times yes. I learned that evil often hides behind authority. Behind rules. Behind words like standards and property values. I learned that disabled children are the most vulnerable targets. Because society still sees them as less valuable. I learned that parents must be warriors. Not with violence. But with truth. With documentation. With legal action. I learned that justice is slow. But it exists. If you fight hard enough. Most importantly, I learned that my daughter is watching everything I do. She's learning how to fight for herself. How to stand up to bullies. How to demand respect. One day, I won't be here to protect her. But she'll have the tools to protect herself. Last month, Lily gave a speech at her school. It was for a project about overcoming challenges. She stood in front of her class. Her legs shook a little. But her voice was strong. My name is Lily Morrison. I have cerebral palsy. That means my legs don't work perfectly. I wear braces. I fall down sometimes. Last year, a mean lady tried to stop me from going to school. She said I was too slow. She said I was defective. She said I didn't belong. But my daddy fought for me. He showed me that I do belong. That I'm not defective. That I'm perfect just the way I am. Now I want to help other kids like me. Kids who are different. Kids who need help. Kids who are scared. I want to tell them, you are not broken. You are brave. You are strong. And people will fight for you. Don't give up. Don't hide. Don't apologize for being yourself. Because you belong here. Just like everyone else. The entire class stood up and clapped. Her teacher cried. The principal asked if they could share the video with other schools. I watched from the back of the classroom. Tears ran down my face. My little girl was not just surviving. She was thriving. She was leading. Karen tried to break her. But Lily became stronger instead. It's been 18 months since Karen grabbed my daughter at that bus stop. 18 months since she called Lily defective. Lily just turned 9 years old. We had a big party. 20 kids came. Kids with disabilities and kids without. All playing together. All belonging together. I stood in our backyard watching them play. Lily was laughing. Really laughing. The sound of pure joy. Mrs. Chin came up beside me. You changed this neighborhood, you know? I just protected my daughter. You did more than that. You showed everyone that fighting back works. That bullies can be stopped. 3 more families with special needs kids moved here because of you. I looked around the party. Kids in wheelchairs. Kids with autism. Kids with Down syndrome. Kids with cerebral palsy. All playing. All accepted. All loved. This is what I fought for. This moment. This community. This acceptance. Karen tried to create a neighborhood that excluded disabled children. Instead, she created a neighborhood that celebrates them. That's the irony of hate. It often creates the opposite of what it intended. I'm a Navy SEAL. I trained to fight enemies overseas. But the hardest battle I ever fought was in my own neighborhood. Not with guns. Not with violence. With truth. With law. With persistence. Karen Walsh is gone. But the lesson remains. Never back down when someone attacks your child. Never accept discrimination. Never let bullies win. Document everything. Get lawyers. Build your case. Fight smart. And most importantly, teach your children to fight for themselves. Because one day they'll face their own Karens. And they need to know they can win. Lily knows now. She's a warrior. Not despite her disability. But because of it. She fights harder because the world tries to stop her. She loves deeper because she knows what hate feels like. She stands taller because someone tried to knock her down. Karen Walsh tried to destroy my daughter. Instead, she created a hero.